Hey Siri. Okay Google.
I think you've got the wrong assistant, babe.
So let's begin with the very first tweak. The very first tweak I've installed is Activator, which is a must-have tweak for all you jailbreaking users, and even works in conjunction with many tweaks on Cydia. This tweak allows me to do a majority of different motion, touch, and button gestures. For example, when I triple press the home button, it launches a camera app. I could do this on sleep mode, or I could even do this when it's on the lock screen. I could basically do this anywhere. Now moving on, the second tweak I've installed is Anchor, which allows me to position my apps and folders wherever I want in the home screen, which is pretty awesome. Continuing to the next tweak I have installed is Android, which allows me to get Android-based features on my iPhone. For example, my notification bar is inspired by Android version Lollipop. When I lock my iPhone, it has this nice classic television effect that you get on some Nexus phones and tablets. And also when I receive notifications, there appears Android Lollipop notification cards. After that, the fourth tweak I've installed is Aquaboard, which you probably haven't already noticed, but it allows me to get that nice water ripple effect that you get on some Galaxy devices on my home screen and lock screen. Now, the fifth tweak I've installed is Cydia 2, which allows me to lock my applications with my fingerprint scanner. And the coolest thing is that I have this set up to where if somebody was to steal my phone and try to power it off to where I can't track the phone anymore, well, it's not going to allow them to power it off unless they have my fingerprint. Now, moving on, the next tweak I have after that is called Cylinder, which allows me to get those cool animations on my home screen to switch between when I transition between different pages. And not only do I have this cool circle effect, but you could get, like, I'm telling you, hundreds, not really hundreds, but like, you can just get a lot of different transitions. Next is Epicenter, which adds a new look to the way I put a passcode to unlock my phone. So as you can see here, it has that cool little circle effect, and if like I drag, my password is 0721, so I'm gonna drag 0, and let's drag 7 to the very middle, then 2 to the middle, and then 1, as you can see, it unlocks the phone. It's really awesome and just looks really cool. Now after that, the next tweak I've installed is Flyer, which allows me to customize the send message icon on iMessage. As you can see here, I've replaced it with a rocket. After that, it's Keyboard Vibrate, which I feel is a must-have for all you Android users who recently switched from an Android phone like me. This tweak allows me to enable that keyboard vibrate feature for an overall satisfying typing experience. Moving on is Lock Glyph, which allows me to get that cool Apple Pay animation when I'm unlocking my phone. Next is Minimal HUD, which replaces a volume up and down icon with something a little bit more seamless, which does not have to partially block the screen when I'm adjusting the volume. Moving on is Phantom. This tweak unlocks a majority of different features for the Snapchat app, such as being able to upload pictures and videos, and also save send pictures and watch people's stories without them knowing. Proceeding to the next tweak is Push to Kill, which allows me to close all the apps running in the background by just holding onto one of the apps in the multitasking menu, which saves me so much time since you don't have to close each app one at a time. The next tweak I've installed is Smart Tap, which allows me to double tap to turn on my screen when it's on standby mode, and also allows me to do some pretty cool gestures, such as if I swipe up on standby mode, it launches the camera app. But the only thing with this app, I've noticed that it really kills my battery life. Now after that is Type Status, which displays if somebody read my message or if they're typing and they're about to send me a message on my status bar as I'm using my phone. This is extremely useful if you're expecting that message and you just can't wait to receive it. Moving on is Watchdog Lite. This app allows me to take advantage of that 1 GB of RAM. For example, like it'll basically allow me to close out an app, but it's still gonna be running in the background as I'm like using it. So for example, I have it set up to where if like I have it set it up to where like the YouTube app will continue running, so I could be playing some music and I could still close out of the application and still lock my device as I'm listening to the music. Proceeding is Winterboard, which is a must-have tweak if you want to theme your device. that's actually what I use to change my look of my status bar. You could also change between different icon pads and you can just basically theme your whole device, even settings and just things like that. Now lastly is Zappeline. This tweak allows me to remove the carrier name on the status bar and replace it with a logo. For example, here I have the Nike logo. You could also choose between Batman, Superman, and other different logos. Well, that's gonna end this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you did enjoy it, then be sure to leave me a thumbs up down below, and also comment down below if you have any feedback, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Bye.